What did you make of Northern Ireland's job going to former Motherwell manager Ian Barraclough, as Stephen Robinson has indeed decided to stay at Motherwell?
I'm sure the Motherwell fans will be delighted. I think the job he's done there, the changes of style he's made during his time at Motherwell's been brilliant.
Obviously when you see the news breaking that he's going to speak to them, you know, there's always that little bit of uncertainty about what's going to transpire, but it's just part and parcel of football. Training wasn't really affected. It's natural that there's maybe a little bit of banter, shall we say, out in the training pitch, but as I said, that's all part of the game, and the players' minds are still focused on what's important to us, which is that we're ready for these friendly matches coming up and obviously ultimately the season ahead.
Wide players, okay? So Jama, Rose, Harry, this is your position, okay? Here.
I think the job he's done, I think he's done 2 or 3 jobs since he's come here in terms of that player turnaround, built 2 or 3 different teams, different styles of play. So yeah, listen, he's the guy that drives this football club forward in so many different aspects, and you know, we're delighted certainly as a staff that he's still here to be that one to drive it forward. So we're fully focused, as we always have been since we come back, to be ready for the start of the season, and you know, last week never really affected that.
Yeah, working across once. Yes, back around. Yes! Yes, go on Jordan! Miss him out! Now we recover!
You know, I think we have got continuity this season. There's not as many changes in terms of recruitment, and hopefully it's a case of, you know, tweaking and smaller details. We felt as if we had a good season and achieved last year, but we've still got a place to go individually and as a team, and you know, as I said, we're delighted that the manager's here to be the one to drive that forward.
Good! And stop there! We're playing from Trev! Yes, Trev! It's nice and steady. Part of your warm-up, boys.
We're now doing full contact training. It just feels a lot more normal. You know, we had to work under the guidelines that were put in place for us to come back for the first 2 weeks. Strange in terms that you were in small groups of 6 or 7 people. So, you know, even some of the new lads coming in, they didn't even get to speak to them for the first 2 weeks. It's good to get them mingling and get them welcomed into the group.
Give me Decky, Liam Donnelly, Nathan, Mark O'Hara, Jamie Semple, Harry, Tony, Sherwin and Wee Al. Yes, that should be 9.
It's really normal pre-season in the sense that you were just running. So it wasn't any easier, but no, it was a weird one. It's been quite easy to adjust back into the full contact again. I think it's been more just a bit sore on the body, really, trying to get back into the normal movements and stuff that you're used to with normal training, instead of just running in straight lines or around the pitch. But no, it's been good.
Keep eyes! Yeah, keep big man, good enough! Right!
We're ready for it. I think the players have been ready for it. You know, a couple of weeks we've had prior, it's been good to get the players back into it. It certainly gets you thinking as a coach, I can assure you, in terms of smaller numbers obviously and socially distant. But now we're ready to, you know, I think as I said, first and foremost the players, you can see they were ready to go into that contact, which we all want to do. We want to see it as a coach. We want to watch the players back in about it. The tempo's been great since these last couple of days.
Next one, yes, play! Good, Tony, get there, Tony! Up!
You know, at the start of it all, I was thinking obviously we wanted to finish the game, so I was thinking this might actually be a nice little break. Enjoyed a bit of time off, but no, just when it went on, it started going on a bit too long, and you do realise how much you actually miss it. It did make me appreciate it a lot more, and even the small things in training, like, I don't know, being able to complain about a free kick or just a small thing, somebody tackling you, being able to tackle people. It's been enjoyable getting back to full contact and a bit of normality.
Gradually we'll be allowed to do a little bit more in terms of the actual protocols and being able to back to the stadium and possibly eat together and things like that. So these are all steps I'm sure that will come in the weeks coming up, and you know, added to that in terms of the football, you know, some friendlies that we're starting to arrange now as well with some other Premiership opposition, which will be good. You know, that's when it starts to feel normal again. You know you're going to be playing games of football. Yeah, we still know there's going to be restrictions round about that, but you know, I think that does give you a sense that football's coming back to some sort of normality, and you know, I think I can speak for everybody here. We just can't wait for that to be the case.
All right. There you go. See if you just head in to the centenary suite.
Right.
Today we're here to do the annual cardiac screening for the Motherwell team. This is part of club licensing now for the Scottish FA, so that every year the players undergo a standard ECG, which is an electrocardiogram, which looks at the rhythm of their heart, and then every 2 years they undergo an echocardiogram, which looks at the structure and function of the heart.
So, you've had this done before, I'm sure.
Yeah, I have.
Can I get your date of birth, Charles?
14th of the 2nd, 1993.
Following a number of sudden deaths that have happened in sport and football in particular, these tests are put in place to safeguard the players themselves. So we're looking for any structural abnormalities within the heart, so that could be valvular problems or problems within the ventricles, or any abnormal electrical activities that would cause sudden arrhythmias. They come in and we're slightly different this year, where we've got all sorts of PPE going on. They come in, they have their resting ECG done first, and then they have their echo done, and they pretty much know on the day whether there's any problems with it or not. They're a good bunch. We know them quite well now. We've been doing this for a number of years. We tend to do the players from age 16 upwards in Scotland. As I say, the players within the Premier League have these done on an annual basis, and other players have them done generally at a younger age through to their adult career.
Bad, so yes. I know it's good to be back. Good to be back.
It's not getting any better.
No, it's horrendous, isn't it?
Just brilliant, really, because I was here since I was 9. I know the place inside out. Gaffer knows me inside out, and my time here, I love being here when I was playing, and I'm just looking forward to really kicking on again.
I think this is done, eh?
Right, let's get back.
When I first broke through, I was a young boy, and the fans took to me straight away. But I know now I've turned into a man now, and I know the expectation levels will be high, but I just need to work hard and kick on, do the best I can for the club. Gaffer always gets the best out of me here, and he knows how I play, he knows the style of player I'm at, and he always gets the best out of me.
Good to have you back, mate, alright? Good to be back. Right, thanks Karen, thank you.
I'm looking forward to seeing my mate David Turnbull again. He's been hounding my phone the past couple of days, but I grew up with him since I was 9, so I'm looking forward to getting back out playing with him.
Alright, Gaffer. Alright, how do? Good to be back. Good to be back.
Right, let's see. Temperature 36.8.
I'm at an age now where I need to get games in, I need to get more experience. I just want to get back playing football and doing the thing I love.
What's happening? No, I know. What? Yeah? Right, I'm the hoodie eagle. Right.
Just stick one ABS on and I'll get you some gears.
Perfect.
I felt we needed more attacking options. We've got 2 right-footed wide players, and we've got 1 left-footed, so I wanted another one, and we wanted somebody with a little bit of physical presence, quick, strong, and scored goals. And we actually, when we were recruiting, we were saying we need somebody similar to Jake, so why not go and get Jake? And that's what we've done. And I think he adds to our squad, gives us that pace and strength as I spoke about, and he's got a goal threat as well, so I think it makes our squad a lot stronger. We know when we get him fit and put an arm around him, get him confident again, that we know what he can produce.
When I first broke through, I was a young boy, and the fans took to me straight away. But I know now I've turned into a man now, and I know the expectation levels will be high, but I just need to work hard and kick on, do the best I can for the club. I'm just looking forward to the season getting started.